Would you like to build much more meaningful and much more profitable relationship with your clients?
Yes,
Indeed.
With less effort?
yes.
Yes! Would you like to make the selling cycle smaller and faster so you can sell more in less time?
Yeah.
Yes! It is possible, okay?
Really?
It is possible. You can have much more clients coming to you without you having to hunt them because you have just your first client. If you have just one client, that client will bring you all the business you need after that. If you apply the PIB Selling Method and really help that client be successful, okay? So what I'm gonna share with you here is, and if you want, Tiana, you go to this website here, you put your name and your email, and you're gonna receive the slides and the super diagram for this strategy. Very well. What are we gonna do? We're gonna know how to uncover secret information about your clients, how they think, how they behave, and how they make decisions. This is key. If you know how they think, how they behave, how they make decisions, it's easier for you to adapt your communication, to adapt your strategies and your approach to connect with them. Connect with them. Ask effective questions. How we ask effective questions? What is an effective question? When you get a useful answer.
Relevant.
A relevant answer. If you ask something and the answer is not helping you, was not an effective question. So ask effective questions and use powerful communication to ethically influence others towards your ideas, products. Ethically is key here, right? If you use this to make people buy what they don't need, you are a criminal. And you should be punished with death sentence. But if you use it ethically and you're really helping people to get what they need, not always what they want, because sometimes what they want is not what they need. But if you are able to find what they really need and help them, they're going to be what? Successful. And if they are successful, they're going to be satisfied. And if they are satisfied for good because of you, they're going to like you forever. And they're going to feel like they owe you something, so they will keep referring new clients to you, a new business to you. Add real value to your clients so they will desire to be your clients for life, bringing you more business spontaneously. Very well. We don't need to read this because you already know me a little bit, right? I just want you to tell me what is the most important line of this quick bio here. What is the most important line?
Eternal student.
Right there. Why? All the other lines are my past. This is the bridge to my future. And I want to be a person with future. So we must keep this eternal student mindset. Especially when dealing with clients, when interviewing clients, when talking to them. Listen, I'm here to understand. I'm here to learn. What is your situation? What is your objective? What is your problem? So I can really solve it. And of course, even if you don't make a sale, you learn so you can use it in your next appointment. That's the beauty of behaving as an eternal student, even when trying to sell. Even if you don't make that deal, you can learn from the next one. So these are some of the organizations I have been serving throughout this 22 years, 188 organizations to be precise. Most of them I believe you know, maybe the smaller ones you don't know, but they're being very instrumental to my learning process. Every product I have today, it was designed because a client asked for it. So I was able to learn enough from that client situation to create a product that later I could transform into something to all clients I have. But at the beginning it was one demand. That client was talking about in my story is this one. You started it, Fabio, would you do executive coaching to one director we have? And then it became a multi-million-dollar business through all the years. All right, so question for you, Tiana. how do we add value to our clients? Because this is the key, right? We have to add value. How do we add value?
Knowing their needs.
Knowing their needs. What else? Marta? Yeah, being silenced. Very good. Really listening to your clients. You add value because some clients just need to be listened to. You're brilliant. Thank you. Marcos?
Saving money.
Saving money. Help them save money. There are 3 elements that help clients add value to their business. The products we sell. The Hogan can help the client save money or make their lives easier, or the orchestra, or the PIB Selling workshop, or motivational speech. What we sell to them, our products, in terms of goods or services, they have to add value. All kinds of value, and we're going to see all kinds of value a little bit later here. So what else? The way we work. Not only our products, but the way we work. Our financial, our logistics, the way we return the calls. Do we add value? We help them to save time, to save money, to be more effective. And of course, the people, right? We add value. Which one of the 3 do you think is the most important one?
People.
People.
Why?
Because there are so many of them.
Also, but because
They make the
Without them, you
products.
can't
Yeah.
do
They make the difference.
the products themselves are not able to show their value. People knowing very well their products are able to communicate to their clients, oh, what is the value of those products? People knowing the processes, what is the value of those processes? And what is the value that I bring to you as a human being in every interaction I have with you? You know, my strategy when I'm trying to conquer a new client is that I go to the first meeting, and after that first meeting, they feel like they owe me. So many things I have given to them, so many knowledge, and motivation and inspiration. I try to leave that room, and they feel like, wow, I didn't pay this guy, and he had already delivered so much to me that I feel like I owe him something. So they keep you into their minds because you have conquered heart share, what I call heart share. You have a percentage of their heart now because they like you because you were so generous, you're not holding back, you're giving everything you got, so they feel like they owe you now. So from the very first telephone call or email or interaction face-to-face, you have to add value. You have to give, and give more until it hurts. But keep giving. Keep giving. So they think, oh, so this guy is not a taker, he's a giver. And for our clients, they want to work with givers, right? So they want to work with people who are willing to do their utmost effort to help them succeed. Very well. So people are the key. Question for you, Marta Lilia. When we are dealing with clients, what are we doing, really? What are we really offering the right solution to our clients? Or we are offering the only solution we've got? Are we working with the right clients for us, or we are working with every client that comes along? And that's the main benefit of working together as we are right here, and thinking about our differences as our strengths. Because if you have only one product to sell, your mind will try to always fit that product into every client. But if you have a lot of solutions, and you're not product focused, you are client-centric focused, so then you can really help your client. Look at this short video. So creative. Never give up.
That's me with counting three right now.
Okay, look at the nightstands. Okay. Before you jump into any wrong conclusions, I'm not against women. I'm not against blonde women. My daughter is blonde, right? So there's nothing to do with that. It could be a man, it could be any person. The question is, what are some of the qualities we can observe on this human being here? Qualities, good qualities. Persistence, resilience,
Trying.
creativity,
determination, right?
Patience.
Energy,
even innovation.
innovation.
She
Logro de
But what is the result?
He pulled it out.
No.
What is the result?
Logro de objetivo.
Is this a comfortable bed to sleep on?
Not really.
Look at how many resources she had to use to accomplish this crazy solution. A lot of money is spent here. Look at the nightstands now. So it's not beautiful, it's not comfortable. She was determined, creative, resilient, persistent, but the result is not good. And many times we have all those qualities in sales or in business. We are strong, we're focused, we're determined, we want to make it work, but the result's not good. We are losing money and our clients are not satisfied. Why? Because we have product focus. I have this piece of sheet and I have to put in this mattress, no matter the size of the mattress. The mattress is the client and the sheet is my product. I have to make it work here. We're wasting our energy, and of course, this client will never want to receive us again, to talk to us again, because look at this, right? We have to be client-centric focus. And if we don't have the product that will really help our client, either we create this new product, or we refer to a partner, or we bring a partner along to participate in this, or we say, I don't have it. And go seek the customer or the client that you really need. All right, should I do the psychological test with them? Okay, I'll do the psychological test with you three. You already know about it, right? You know about it? You don't remember? Okay, just looking at these three figures here, these three pictures, symbols, which one do you pick?
The round, the circle.
The round, you?
The square.
The square, you?
Right.
Okay, great! One each. Let me explain to you what it means. Okay? For more than 25 years.
And Martha, which one you choose?
Which one?
The circle.
Okay. For more than 25 years, psychologists have created this test. It's a psychological test.
Okay.
So you pick the image, and then they interview each person and see what else do they have in common besides picking the same image. So everyone that picks the round image, what else they have in common? They think about sex most of the time. Okay? Everyone that picks the square, what else do they have in common? They are very intellectual people and they invest in their minds.
Wow.
What else?
No sex?
No sex, boring.
Oh, you have some sex, but not all the time.
No.
Always on the bed, always in the bedroom.
No.
Tú y yo como reloj. No, yo soy mala.
All right.
Como el
Okay.
¿Qué tal la
Hold on. Triangle.
Triangle.
What else do they have in common? They're very intelligent people, but they use all their intelligence to get more sex. So these are the James Bonds. So, but what this has to do with our training here, with our topic?
We haven't had
Nothing.
sex.
Nothing. I just wanted to get to know better, but know you better, right? But that's okay. Jokes aside, let's focus here. I'm using this as a symbolic image to excellent business opportunities. They're not all the same, you know that. You have excellent business opportunities, you have okay business opportunities, and you have trouble. Right? What is excellent? Win-win situations. You're making money and you're happy. Your client is making money and he's happy. right? Everybody wins. Okay, sometimes you're not making the money you want, but it's okay, or you're not getting the results they want, but it's okay. You're still good friends. You can cultivate this, nurture this relationship, and maybe we'll become rounded. What is trouble? It's that kind of client that you wish you never met. You know, that kind of deal you wish, oh man, I wish I should never had that deal on my table. Because your client is never, not really a client, is a buyer. He's never satisfied. He's always complaining about you. He's asking for more free job from you, free labor from you, and you're not making money. And sometimes they're also telling the market bad things about you, building a bad reputation. So you don't want this. What is the proposition of PIB selling? The normal pipeline of every sales profession, every business is, okay, we have the lead coming in, is the prospect, right? Then you make the contact, then you define the needs, then you make the proposal, and you negotiate some price adjustments or so on, and you win the deal or you lose the deal. Okay? Very well. You see the proposition here? What is the first thing you notice between this picture and this picture?
Oh, I don't know.
First, you have more round opportunity here, right? And what else do you see? You see the previous one? You have squares here, so you have bad deals here. You're losing money, losing credibility. And in this other situation, which is going to be the PIB selling pipeline, you have more round opportunities, no square. Of course, you have some triangles because nobody's perfect, but you have much more round opportunity. What else do you see the difference between the two pictures? I'll come back here. Yes. From here, you see a funnel like this, and the funnel here is a little bit wider. So let's say you have 100 opportunities and you're winning 20 deals. Here, you're going to have the same 100 and make 40 deals. So with the same effort, you're going to make much more money, much more business opportunities to blossom, right? So what is the difference? The lead is not only in, it's qualified. So in a few moments, I'm going to teach you or show you how to qualify your leads. I believe a lot of people in this room already do this qualifying, but maybe you don't have a process or you don't have a system in place or a method. So you have to qualify your lead to see if it's the right mattress, right, to your sheets. Then you have to make the contact, but you have to sell the PIB concept. Instead of trying to sell a product right away or trying to sell a service, you have to sell the concept of PIB. What is the concept? I'm not here to sell you anything unless I'm sure I can solve a problem you have. So what do you do? They're going to ask you in the first contact. Okay, you came here, you asked for this chance of talking to us. What do? Tell me about your company. You're not going to tell about your company for 5 or 10 or 20 minutes. You're going to tell them about your company for 1.5 minutes, maximum. And then you're going to sell the concept. For instance, Citibank called me, I went there. Okay, tell me about your company. I tried to ask questions. No, we ask questions here. Tell me about your company. So I told him, okay, we have been in the business since 1996. We have until now 182 clients. At that time was the number. We have trained personally in live events 135,000 people. And I have 15,000 hours on stage, and my other consultants have thousands of hours on stage too. But what is most important is what clients tell us about our work. And they tell us we are very practical, and we give them very pragmatic and useful information or knowledge they can use right away. And they are getting results from our solutions. That's what they tell us. And in order to help you get those results too, I need to first understand if you really have a problem here, that I can help you fix. I have to understand that what is the impact of the problems you have, and what are the benefits you're searching to see if I am a good fit for you, if I am the right solution for you. So as I understand your real problems, the impact of those problems, and the benefits I can provide, then we continue and we're gonna do business together. Does that sound fair to you? And they go, what do you think they're gonna say?
Yes.
Yes. Remember, I have already spent or only spent 5 minutes of their time. And I'm already telling them, listen, I'm only gonna spend more of your time if I'm sure I can help you. Or you perceive I can help you. If you don't perceive I can help you, or I perceive I cannot help you, we're not gonna continue this conversation. So they think this is great. This is the first time somebody comes here and they're not trying to push me anything yet. They're really trying to determine if they can help me before they spend my time. This is selling the PIB concept. Very simple, right? My first statement during this 1.5 minute or 2 minutes maximum about my company is a bridge to selling the concept. So I'm here to understand your real problems, how those problems impact your business or your life, and to see what kind of benefits can you get from my solutions. Does that sound fair to you? They're gonna say yes. So this is phase number 2. Then number 3, needs defined and PIB explored. Then you not only needs defined, but you have to define the need with the PIB concept, which is, oh, I need to recruit a sales manager, they say. And you go, I understand. Why do you need that? Even though it sounds obvious, well, because I don't have one. Well, why do you need one? Oh, because we cannot go without a sales manager. Why not? Oh, because my team need a direction. Without a manager, they don't produce. How well do you think they're gonna produce if they have a good sales manager? Let's say I'm able to hire the sales manager of your dreams. What kind of result do you believe your team would achieve with the right sales manager? How much do you think they're gonna sell this year? You know, I don't know, maybe they sell like $200 million. Very good. How much are they selling now? Oh, they're selling only $90 million. So you're telling me that with the right sales manager, you can sell 120 million more. Is that right? I believe so. Look at what you just did. Now your client is thinking that your job is worth $120 million. So when you present the price, they say, it's worth it. You're gonna charge me what, $100,000? And I can make 120 million? It's worth it. So you, from the very beginning of the conversation, you are already creating the value perception, right? The value perception of what you're going to offer. So what is the clear benefit of my work? And you can say that, listen, so as I understand your problem and the impact we can have, is the real benefit you're searching here is that you want a partner to find you the right sales manager so you can produce 120 million more. Am I in the right path here? They say, yes, sure you are. And then they feel you like a business partner, not as a salesman or saleswoman anymore. Then you go to step number 4. Of course, this is just a short version of it, okay? Because we only have 1.5 hours here, and usually I teach this in 2 days, or 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. But we're gonna give enough information so you can get results tomorrow if you want. Then you write the PIB proposal. Again, how should you write your proposal? Your proposal should have the definition of the problem, the impact of that problem. It may be financial impact, it may be emotional impact, it may be operational impact, and the benefits that your solution will provide. Should get that in writing.
But Fabio, in this case, when you say that you are going to hire a salesperson that brings $120 million to the company, how can you put that in writing as the solution that you're going to bring? You're gonna say that you're gonna bring a new sales manager, but you don't compromise for the money that.
You don't have to, because you are not the one who brought the number. They brought the number. You don't have to write that number in the proposal. But you explore verbally during the interaction with the client that they see this extra $100 million coming with this new manager. So what do you write? You write, listen, we are going to find you the perfect match in terms of a sales manager that will help you grow your revenue, your sales revenue in millions of dollars, as you told us. And we are doing our utmost effort to find the right person with the right drive, with the right fit to your culture, so we can guarantee you accomplish what you want. You don't have to write a number, but the number is in their head already, right? You must put that number in their head. And that's why I say you make, proposal made and present it. Because those things you cannot write, you say. Instead of just sending an email, you try, if you can, go there and present the proposal. And then during the conversation, you can remind them, listen, with this sales manager, remember, we are focusing on getting someone who can help you get the millions you need. So that's very important to keep in mind. So please, if I send you 2 or 3 resumes, don't think I just sending you resumes. We have done a thorough reading and analyzing of this candidate. So we know that he or she is able to help you get there. And they, okay, and they keep thinking about millions, right? Or, oh, I'm having a headache with this logistic manager, or I'm having a headache with this, my team here, they don't work well, it's a hell here. So, okay, we are giving you a solution, or a training solution, or a motivational speech, or a recruitment solution that will help you seize that pain, that will help you diminish that suffering as much as we can. So they think about the suffering, they think about the money they're losing, they, okay, it's worth, right? So, next step, PIB negotiation adjustments. Actually, when did the negotiation start? On the very first step, right?
Yes.
When you are selecting the client you're going to work with. You're negotiating with yourself to see if this client is close to the ideal client I want for my business. All right. Then you go, you make the contact. Are you already negotiating when you make the first contact? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Negotiation is not only the money part.
No.
Negotiation is
to get to the proposal.
everything. Even when you call and you ask for the meeting, you are negotiating.
I think managing to deliver a proposal is already a success in some point.
Yes, great. So when you're calling to get your meeting, what do you say? You say, listen, my name is Fabio Marques. I work with Concentric Global Network.
A member.
I'm a proud member of Concentric Global Network, and I would like an opportunity to show you our services. No, because you sound like you're begging, right? So if they accept you there for a meeting, they're gonna look at you from top bottom, like, oh, I'm a client, the king, and you are the salesman trying to make a sale. Poor you. I control you. I own you, right? No. So how do you call? You say, listen, I've been working with several organizations within your industry, and I have helped them double or triple their sales, or I have helped them find the right people to the right places and make them money, or I have helped them solve their organizational climate or atmosphere challenges so they become the best places to work. And I believe we may find a solution for you too. If I can help you solve your problems and help you achieve your goals, would it make sense for us to talk with no commitment, just for you to get to know how we can do it? What are they going to say? Yes, right? So because it's an easy commitment. So you're not begging, you're offering something, you're giving something. So from the very first contact, you're selling the PIB concept. You've got a problem, and I'm gonna help you solve that problem, right? And you don't have to say, what's your problem? Because I don't have any problem, I'm fine. But what is the other name of problem? Objective, right? I have this objective. I want to grow my international network. This is my objective. What is the problem? You haven't done that. You're here, and you want to be there, so the gap is your problem. So problem may have the name of gap, may have the name of objective, dream, but it is the problem we want to solve, right? Then what is PIB adjustments? Oh, we don't have the budget for that. So what do I say? What if I help you find a solution to make good use of this money? So you find the budget for that. Or what if I can prove the return on investment on that so you can adapt your budgets to that? Because you know what a budget is, right? It's just a number somebody wrote on a piece of paper, on a spreadsheet. So they would have a notion how much would they be willing to spend that period of time. But it's not really a constraint. It's just a limitation of the mind. And in every budget, they have a line called unforeseen expenses. You know that? There's a line, unforeseen expenses. And they put some money there. So if they find an opportunity, wow, we don't have budget, we go there to that line and we grab the money we want. If we don't have enough money on that line, then we go to other lines of our budget to take money. And if we don't have money in any line, we go to the bank and get the money. Most of the companies we serve today, they started asking money to the banks so they could start the business, or asking money to the parents or to their friends, or fundraising so they could start the business. So if they see a real opportunity to fulfill their dreams or to achieve their goals, they're going to find the money. But you have to be firm in your client-centric focus and your obsession for adding value. Do not go away from that. Oh, Fabio, but can we change the solution a little bit? Yes, we can. Maybe you're offering a complete solution of 5 steps, right? 5 steps for executive coaching. Well, we don't want to do the 5 steps because we feel like you're trying to push the other 4. We just want to, okay, you sell that one. But you don't give discount. You change the solution. You never give discount.
Sorry, can I interrupt you there?
Yes.
A real life example.
Yes.
I'm selling a project to a client for $29,000, and that includes the assessments, the report of the team, and then the feedback of the report of the team.
Great.
And then the client called me, hey Luisa, you know what? For me, the CEO, owner, for me to approve the project without the board consent, it has to be $25,000 because we agreed that any project over 25 we need to have a board approval.
Okay.
And I said, fine, Raul. The team reports 4,000. Stay with and he goes, and if you're going to make me an offer, counter offer, don't tell me to take away anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I cannot give you a discount. I already gave you good pricing. All I can suggest is what you're asking me not to do, which is take away the $4,000 report so you can approve it for $25,000. That's what I told him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he called me back and said, I'm going to have it approved by the board, which is bullshit, I know. How would you handle that objection?
I stay firm, you know. I was okay. I cannot give you any discount because I already gave you my best price. I know, and I'm going to tell them, I know a lot of people give you a price, then you ask for a discount, and they give it to you, right? So if you feel good about it, but they already had that margin. I don't do that. I'm very transparent. This is one of my values. So when I make you a proposal, I make at the very best price I can give you. So I feel rewarded. My employees or my associates feel rewarded, and we do an excellent job to you, so you get results. I'm not very good at giving discount. I'm very good at giving results. So if you really need to pay less than this, I'm going to show you all the elements of my project and you decide which one you don't value so you can take it away. Oh, but I want everything. If you want everything, why do you want everything? Oh, because I think if I have the complete solution, I'm going to have results. So if you're going to have results, what's the problem with the money? If you're going to receive more than $29,000 from this project, what is the problem? So you're going to put $29,000 and you're going to see $40,000, $50,000, $100,000. It's the best investment of your life. But if you don't believe really that you're going to get any return on investment, don't do the investment at all.
Well,
If you are in doubt, don't do the investment. Or you choose which part of this project do you think we could use later. We don't want to take anything, but for the very first time here, let's sell within your budget. And the next phase, we can sell later when your board of directors already see or perceive the value of what we're doing. So instead of selling all at once, we can sell it in 2 steps. But I'm not going to give you a discount because you don't need a discount from me. You need results from me. You came to me not because you wanted a discount. You came to me because you wanted results. And that's what I'm offering you. And you stay firm.
So I want to finish it up so to get your coaching here. So then he said, okay, fine. If you're not giving me discount, I'll find. I'm gonna have to go and find another provider. And you said, you are welcome to, Raul. But what you're buying from me, nobody else has in Miami, which is true.
Yeah, I just don't say but, because we are against buts, right? We say you have the right to find the best solution for you. And listen, if you can find another vendor, another partner that can give you the same results I'm able of giving you for lower price, you should close with them. You should work with them. The only concern I have is this is not very often found. You see, there's a reason for me to charge what I charge. Think with me. My company has 1 year, 2 years, 22 years in the market. If it was easy for my clients to find other vendors delivering what I deliver at a lower price, I would be out of business. But no, I have 22 years in the market. I'm striving. I'm having a lot of customers and clients every day with the prices I charge. There may be a reason for that. A lot of people promise you great results. I don't promise you, I deliver them to you. So you're free. If you want to shop around, do that. You're free, man. And I'm here cheering for your success. I want you to succeed. And please, if you find a vendor that is honest, transparent, and can give you the results I'm giving to you at a lower price, refer them to me. Because I want to know them and get to learn from them. And then you stay firm. What's going to happen? They're going to, okay.
And that was my second question. When you stay firm,
Yeah.
because I didn't budge.
Firm plus not arrogant.
No.
Firm
No,
and...
I actually sent him a PIB email. You know what a PIB email is? I went to your chart and I looked how to handle objections kindly. I
Okay.
gave him the reasons.
Great.
And then he called me and said, you know what, I'm going to take it to the board.
See?
So the project is delayed a little bit. I didn't give a discount and I'm getting the project.
Yeah. Am I saying that you're forbidden to give discounts?
Really?
No, I'm not saying that you never give discount. But if you give discount, you must have a criteria for that. Like they're buying, instead of 10, they're buying 1,000. Instead of, just working with them with one product, they're buying 4 or 5 different products from you. So there is a
I
criteria.
carry my PIB all with me all the time.
I'm giving you, she's a fan, she's a Raven fan.
No. This is my Bible now for selling.
This is the
Are we
super
gonna get
diagram
this?
When I
you're gonna
talk
have
to
if
my
you go to that
client, I open it
website.
up.
Okay.
When he called me on the phone with that rejection, I go, a PIB. And then I wrote it. I'm going to send you the email.
Thank you.
Saying all this, why, the reason, and like very kindly explaining myself. Like that's a last shot. And then I didn't do anything more. Then he
Great.
called me, said, I'm
Yes.
getting it approved. And I didn't budge. And I'm making
Listen.
the money that I need to make.
An ethical selling process is a seduction. It's not a rape.
Yes.
Ah,
Right.
Seduction.
you want to seduce your client, not put some
Right.
pressure, okay? Very good. Is this clear to you, Tiana and
Yes.
Marta and Marcos?
Yes.
Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Okay. One more thing. Here is the same thing, one. But I want to add something else here. Usually when we close the deal, we say, I closed the deal, right? I want to change that.
I won.
No, better than that.
What?
When you think I closed the deal, right?
I opened it.
What do you think in your brain? Okay, if you close, there's nothing else to do here. And many of us, okay, I close the deal, I go to the next one. And my client now feels betrayed. Okay, I trusted Marta, I trusted everything she said, and now that I say, okay, I'm gonna work with you, she disappeared. Oh, I have other clients to serve.
Another visit.
In the client's mind, when they say, I'm gonna buy from you, they're saying, our relationship has started. And when you say, I close the deal, your brain understands, my job here is done. So let's change this wording. Let's say you think, I got hired by this client now. So instead of closing the deal, your intention was get hired. When you get hired by a company, do you show up next day to show service, to be there or not?
Sure.
Yes. So think about this. Our intention when doing this is I want to get hired. Get hired as what? As the trusted advisor. As the business consultant for that client. So we want to get hired. We don't want to close anything. We want to open an avenue of opportunities. So I want to get hired. That's how I think. I am there helping them and thinking, I want to get hired. I want to get hired. I want to get hired as their trusted advisor. Very well. What else do we have here? We have a physics class now. Do you like physics? Don't lie to me. Okay. Let's say you have two vases. Vases? Two jar. That's one for one. You can burn my house. Jar, right? A jar of fruit juice?
Yes.
I remember, I always sound to remember the right word. You know?
What's the
A
word?
jar.
A jar.
A jar. Okay.
Jar.
Ajá.
All right?
Jar. Repeat it.
Or vase. Let's say you have two vases. This vase number one, or jar number one. This is number two here. Okay? Number one, number two. They are both on a table. And then I hit the table is shaking. Which one has more chances of stay there? Number one or number two?
To stay.
To stay on table without
Number two.
Number two.
Why number two?
Because the base is
under.
A bigger base, a wider
Base is bigger.
base, right?
Yes.
That's the secret. This number 7 here is repeated business and expansion. When you really help your client to succeed by solving a problem that has an impact and therefore giving them the benefits they value the most, they keep calling you again and again to buy more from you, right? Do you remember the story I told you before lunch about my client? That in the first year it took me 12 meetings to design the project. In the second year, 1 visit, 1 call, and 1 email, right? And I sold a higher contract. Why? Because once they went with you, once they hired you and you remain their trusted advisor, they come to you with new opportunities and you don't have to convince them all over again that you are trustworthy. They already trust you. So with less and less effort, you sell more and more and more.